So about 7 years ago, Hunt and Betsy brought me in because they had a boat problem. They had too many boats, and I was instructed to make sure that that didn't continue, and I failed miserably. So, and I want to point out that their support and this award that Bruce Burton, the president of U.S. Sailing, is going to award them in a minute is an amazing award, and it's testament to something that they've taken. And it's not just Oakcliff, it's not just Oyster Bay, it's Rio, it's Tokyo, it's Newport, it's Mystic. Some of the most generous people that I know in the sport of sailing, and just the nicest.
Tonight we gather to honor two of our sport's most dedicated and generous benefactors with U.S. Sailing's most prestigious award, the Nathanael G. Herreshoff Trophy. Named for one of the preeminent naval architects and yacht builders of his time, the Herreshoff Trophy is awarded annually to individuals who have made an outstanding contribution to the sport of sailing in the United States. Past recipients include such notable sailors as Olin Stevens, Greg Bemis, Buddy Melges, and Stan Honey. And more recent recipients include Susie Trotman, Timmy Lahr, and Mary Savage. And tonight we add Hunt and Betsy Lawrence to this prestigious list. Their Windmark Foundation helped many of our 2016 Olympians, trial sailors, and world champion competitors. For those of you who do not know, Windmark made many matching grants to our sailors, effectively doubling our sailors' ability to raise money for their campaigns. Who has ever been so generous in our sport? When Josh Adams was named Managing Director of Olympic Sailing for the United States in 2012, one of the first telephone calls he received was from Hunt Lawrence. Josh quotes Hunt as asking, "What do you need?" Out of that brief conversation came the fleet of Rio Olympic boats that our team used for years in preparation for the Games. This initiative, so emblematic of a successful businessman, is exactly what our team needed at that time, and they will do it again for Tokyo in 2020. Thank you. So, on behalf of the Board of Directors, staff, and 46,000 members of U.S. Sailing, it gives me tremendous pleasure to present the Nathanael G. Herreshoff Trophy to Hunt and Betsy Lawrence. Congratulations to both of you. Well done.
I'll be brief because actually you can't have too many boats, as I've said, and the people that sail them, work on them, make them, whatever you want to say. That's about it, but this is a wonderful honor. I feel deeply honored. We feel deeply honored, sorry. But it's all of us. It's all of us, right? We should all be honored. This is us. Thank you. And then I'll let him go.
Yeah, when we've been awarded other events, Betsy gets up and says you can't have too many boats. So I hope when this tape is edited that that's played in Austin. Betsy and I really appreciate everything that Oakcliff has been able to do, and Dawn coming here and devoting her time to it, and the rest of the staff. I'm pretty sure that between the three foundations we have here, including support boats and whatnot, it's over 200.
Who's quibbling?
Yeah, when Dawn first came here, we told her that Betsy and I both individually and together said we didn't want any publicity. And she said, well, that's okay. I know how to do publicity. But I'll have a stock answer when someone says, where'd all the boats come from? She said, I'll just say they fell out of the sky. I would say if Betsy and I could just wish for one thing, it would be 5 or 6 other Oakcliffs and other sailing centers in the country. Yeah. And when we started with some classic boats, and then the first time we got into something that would have experience or have an impact outside of Oyster Bay, it was with the Match 40s, and then we kept acquiring match 40s, including building 4 new ones, and we had 12. The impact of that, and then the effort that the Oakcliff staff and Dawn put in, was incredible, because in the year when we got the first 2 match 40s, I think there were 2 U.S. sailors in the ICEF top 100, and we've been regularly more than 15. Now, there are a lot of other people, Terry Kohler, Don Wilson, but an awful lot of that was the activity here in Oyster Bay. And the staff, I mean, if you add up the Oakcliff calendar, which is up there on the internet, there are 200 events a year. There are at least 50 match race events. And we're all disappointed about the U.S. performance in Olympic medals. Just one in London with a handicapped sailor, and then one in Rio. But we believe, Betsy and I believe, and Dawn believes, and I think the staff believes, that we have now the nucleus with a 470 program, an ACRA program, a 49er program, an FX program, to do the same thing with the Olympic dinghies that we were able to do in match racing. And the key is, I think, if you could have 4 or 5 more areas in the country where you do have that collection of Olympic dinghies and coaching and support boats and whatnot, I'm sure the medal total will definitely improve. And for Bruce, I said, a 4. I mean, I could have said 5, but I think 4 is a good objective because that would put us even with Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. And we have more sailors. In the past, we've been able to do it, and that has to be a huge priority for all people connected with sailing in the U.S. Thank you very much for the award, U.S. Sailing, and turn the mic back to Dawn.
We're going to grow.